Eman Fidel Kutamura, 11 Maritime. What part of the ship is partly in the water? The answer is hull. What do you call the back of the ship? The answer is stern. What do you call the front of the ship? The answer is bow. What part of the hull is above the water? Waterline. How do you call the bottom of the ship? We call it the keel. What part of the ship is navigated from here, and it is the nerve center of the ship? The answer is bridge. How do you call a floor of covering the ship hull structure? Boat deck. The answer is boat deck. Number 8. How do you call the foremost part of the ship? The answer is bulbous bow. How do you call the extreme length of the ship along the center line? The answer is length of row. How do you call the distance between the water line and the uppermost water tight deck at any location along the ship? The answer is freeboard. What is the difference between the draft, forward, and AFT? The answer is stream. What do you call the length along the center line of the waterline at the ship's design loaded condition? The answer is plimsoll line. What is the total volume of the underwater hull at any given waterline? The answer is displacement volume. Number 14. What part of the hull that is below the waterline? The answer is keel. Number 15. What do you call a small propeller that, when required, can shoot water to the starboard side, right side, or the port side, left side, swinging the bow in the opposite direction? The answer is rudder. Number 16. What department of ship responsible for the navigation, cargo operation, and the maintenance of the decks, hull, and overall structure? The answer is deck department. Number 17. What department in the ship operates and maintains the machineries that run the ship and upkeeps the spaces this machinery occupies? The answer is engine department. Number 18. Who is this officer on board that in charge of updating of charts and publications, keeping them current, and upkeeps the navigational instrument and equipments? The answer is second mate navigation officer. Who is this officer on board that in charge of ensuring the operational readiness of all LSA and FFE? The answer is third mate. Number 20. Who is this officer on board that assists the master in preparing pre-arrival port documents? The answer is third mate. Who is this deck pretty officer and is considered as the format of the deck ratings? Number 20. The answer is boatswain. Number 21. Number 22. What ship's service are also used to carry books, cargo, apart from usual cargoes? Bulk carrier. What ship? Number 23. What ship service flows a fixed route and scheduled as well as the destination? The answer is liner service. Number 24. What service that owners follow predefined rules, terms, and conditions related to the carriage and delivery of the cargo? The answer is liner. Number 25. What service that have modern equipment through which loading and unloading can be faster? Answer is liner. And moving on to task 2, we have task 1 to task 5. There we have task 1. How do you explain SOLAS? Task 2. What are the components of SOLAS? Task 3. What is IMO in ship? Task 4. What is the most important rule in COREG? Task 5. Who implements COREG? 1. How do you explain SOLAS? SOLAS, the International Covenant for the Safety of Life at Sea, is an important international treaty concerning the safety of merchant ships. It ensures that ships registered by signatory states comply with minimum safety standards in construction equipment and operation of the ship. Kinahanglan na ang safety sa barko. Munig explain sa SOLAS. Moving on to number 2, then explaining the components of SOLAS. What are the components of SOLAS? Here we have the component of SOLAS. These are general provision, construction, subdivision and stability, machinery, and electrical installation. Then we have fire protection, fire detection, and fire extinction, life-saving appliances and arrangement, radio communication. Further, IMO codes provide guidelines in line with SOLAS requirements such as International Safety Management, the ISM codes, life-saving appliances, the LSA codes, fire test procedure, the FTP code, fire safety system, the FSS code. Number 3 in test 2, IMO, International Maritime Organization, to develop and preserve a comprehensive framework of regulation and policies for the shipping industry and its activities, like maritime securities, technical cooperation, environmental concern, and legal matters. Number 4 in test 2. One of the most important innovations in the 1972 COREG was the recognition given to traffic separation schemes. Rule 10 give guidance in determining safe speed, the risk of collision, and the conduct of vessel operating in or near traffic separation schemes. Number 5 in test 2. The International Regulation for Preventing Collision at Sea, 1972 COREG, are published by the International Maritime Organization, the IMO. And that is all for my answer and explanation in Maritime Introduction. Thank you, sir.